phrase, you gotta fake it till you make it. But by now, we all know there's no faking it with our family. So, I want to help you finish out the last couple of weeks of school strong, and possibly, crossing our fingers, hope we don't have to, but starting out the year homeschooling as well. But I want to help you with a few tips to have homeschooling as normal as possible during this crisis. So, let's get to it. Now, first of all, I just want to say what an amazing opportunity you've been given during this time. Yes, I said opportunity, because you have a chance to implement something into your curriculum that you may not have been able to do because you were too busy, or you were working so hard and your kids were in school all day. So if this whole concept of homeschooling is new to you, then this gives you that chance to do exactly what you would want to do. So like at this time, you can teach them a new language. You can add an instrument, or give them a skill that they can take with them throughout the rest of their life. Whatever you choose, it all starts with a commitment to a plan. So number one, have a schedule. Our school starts every day at the same time with Bible study. Now, I've stated already that we're blessed because my husband is here. So he leads us in Bible study. And for our family, it is a way for us to get our mindset prepared for whatever may come our way throughout the day. I mean, when you have something that gets you in a mood of gratitude and thanksgiving, and just really being able to take on those challenges of tests and all that kind of good stuff. But like I said, enough talking about that. If you're interested, I do have a video to show you how to start your own family Bible study. The second thing you need to do is be on the same page. So we check our emails. After we check our emails, then guess what? I have this handy dandy whiteboard, and we put all of our information down on the whiteboard as far as our meetings, and every now and again you can use it even if there are tests. But I also have 2 sheets of paper on my wall that has my oldest daughter's schedules on them, so that way we can keep track of which day it is. Because I don't know if you have it, but they have colored days and all this other kind of stuff. It's a lot more fancier than when we were in school, let me tell you that. It was simple. You go to school every day, you have 7 classes, whatever. That is not the case for them, okay? We have block scheduling. You may go to all 8 classes, I don't know. But however the case may be, you have all of those schedules up somewhere posted. Now, if you don't have the privilege of having a whiteboard, you can always use a sheet of paper. Just make it where you can see it as the parent, because that's what's most important. Because if you don't have that, then your kids can pull the wool over your eyes. We know how they do, right? So, enough babbling. Now, the importance and significance of having everybody's schedule and having meeting times with their teacher on the whiteboard, it is so that everybody feels, no matter whether they're in elementary school, high school, or like my husband is working and I am currently working on a play right now via Zoom. So it is important that everybody's time is recorded and respected, right? Everybody wants to feel like they are important. So with us being able to have everybody's time up on the board, it allows us to see when we need to find something quiet and peaceful to do to respect the other person's time with their teacher or in a meeting. Okay? And then the third thing that we have is, now that we're on the same page, now that you've implemented something that you want to do that you may not have been able to, we get on to business. Yes. Now it is time for the schoolwork to begin. When it comes to the schoolwork, you have to work your plan, right? So you're on the same page, and now it is your time to shine. Yes, being a substitute teacher has never paid off as much as it has now. Too bad I'm not getting paid for it though, because I miss my kids. I do. But I'm here to be a blessing to my own. I don't know how they feel about that though. Now, I can share these tips with you. A, give yourself permission to make mistakes. Yes, I said it. We're not perfect. We're parents. Being perfect is the teacher's job, okay? B, play your strengths, okay? So, if you haven't gotten it by now, let me tell you. You teach what you know and allow them to work independently on what they know. Okay, come here. Come a little closer. This is going to be our secret. What you don't know when they're working independently is where you take the time to study up on the next lesson that you know you're going to have to teach them. Okay, so now back to business. With that being said, the next step is being honest. So, that means if you still read up on everything, you've checked it out, you've checked it twice, and you just can't figure out the 4th grade math, I get you. What you have to do is you go ahead and make those notes, communicate with the teachers, and then allow the teacher to communicate back with you, and possibly even utilize that time that they have with their teacher to work on those things. So this is something that can be challenging when you don't necessarily know how to express what it is. Parents, we can't just call the teacher and say, hey, I can't do this math, right? Even though that's what we want to do, we have to be clear. So if you've at least tried to work through the problems with your child, you can be specific. The more specific you are, this helps the teacher as well, because they are possibly being swapped with questions, with it being the end of the year and all of these different things, and other people are trying to get caught up and finishing tests and all that kind of good stuff. So you want to make sure that you're able to be quick and to the point. It's not that they don't want to have all the time in the world for you, but they have to make sure that they have the allotted time for other people as well. So, as I was saying, all of this falls up under being honest, okay? Because this is what's going to be the one thing that's going to help your child succeed and finish out the end of the school year strong. Now, I also want to let you know there are some awesome YouTube videos that will also help you get through the tough math times as well. I don't necessarily know if I'm able to mention them right now, but I'm pretty sure there are some awesome parents who are watching this video who wouldn't mind putting something in the comments below. Oh, I almost forgot. PE, art, and music. These are things that can still be implemented at home. And like I said, once again, YouTube is a great resource of finding different artists and different PE and yoga activities that they can do, and even music. So I encourage you to try to find different things online, and also if you have that talent, this is where you can implement the instruments and different things like that. Now, when it comes to you working and doing your best to find possible ways for you to have those moments to get important things done that you need, the best opportunities for those are when your student is working independently, because this makes you be able to separate yourself if you can. I know it is not possible for everybody, but for us, school is at the kitchen table. My husband works downstairs in his office/family area. Now, if you do not have that much space, you have to generate a space that you are able to work in cohesively, but still be able to be at the need of your child. Hopefully it's someplace with a door, because this makes it a whole lot easier. So if you are able to work independently with your child, next to your child, you can take the time to have kind of make things intertwine. But that's why the plan of how your day is going to go is so important. If you have a child that is a toddler during your work time, if it is at all possible for you to possibly make your meetings during, okay, let me go back. Rewind. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So let's talk a little bit about you and trying to get things normal for you at work. So the one thing that would also possibly help, if you're able to generate some quiet time for your meetings with your bosses, or if you are the boss and you're conducting the meeting. If you have a toddler, one of the things you could possibly do is try to create your meeting times around your child's nap time. I mean, the one thing that is so beautiful about this about what is going on during this crisis is that we are able to generate relationships, build relationships, really get to know our families, and also really develop a different way of doing things. The combining of work and home has made a complete difference in a lot of people's lives that they didn't think that they were able to handle it. And I want you to know that you got this and that you can finish strong, and we are going to do this together, because we really are in this together. Now, another thing that has been made available is family time. This is the part that is going to keep things normal. And sometimes as parents, we try to overcompensate, and so that makes things all mixed up. But guess what? That ain't normal. They're not eating ice cream and playing games and video games all day, every day when they at school. That is not normal. So if you can generate and designate time for family time where you come together and you talk and you play games, then that makes it even better. And if someone makes it feel normal, right? So one of the things that I realized that we do, and we did it before COVID-19, but if I haven't asked my kids, but I'm pretty sure if I did, they would say it's one of the things that kind of makes being in this crisis a little bit easier. We have our family time. Sometimes we have an impromptu family time in the middle of the week, but for the most part, we try to make the weekend our family time, because that's something that we can carry over when this is all done, right? The weekend is usually free to us at times. I'm not gonna lie, we're a sports family, so everybody's usually doing something, but we tend to have the evening. So think about that. If it's a time that you can come together as a family to do something on a consistent basis, that is what you need to generate some normalcy. And also it allows you to talk about different conversations as far as how they're feeling and different things like that. And finally, and I think at times, I want to wrap this up. I think at times, as parents and guardians, we often forget that children, teens, however you want to address them, are people too. And if we know that we are being affected by what's going on, then surely they are being affected by it as well. So the beauty of the way some of the schools are handling things is that they are providing for you these different counseling tools. So if you are not able to get your child some assistance, or just trying to help with their anxieties, their fears, their concerns, Go to your child's school website. I encourage you to do that, or just kind of Google different things that you can do to kind of help your child work through those fears and concerns and those anxieties, because those feelings are real. And just as we are overwhelmed and are dealing with those feelings, so are they. So hopefully this video has been a help to you. It's going to help you get you through, finish up the end of the year strong. And if we have to, start along our fall strong as well. I'm going to gather up some more information for you guys, and as you put stuff in the comments, I'm going to start breaking like different things down to go through on some tools that I use that I like, as soon as I get permission for more things, and see if I can get some people to come alongside me with some stuff and talk to you to help it make it easier on you during this time. So I hope all of this helps. Remember, have your plan. Remember to be on the same page. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. I'm Tiffany, and this is my take on it. Just leave it. They're dirty. What do you need?
I was going to express.
Boy, exit stage right. You just had dinner.
2 minutes.
Okay. Where was I at? And how much time I got?
You have 6 minutes.
Okay. Please put them in the comments below, because every little bit helps. I'm just kind of